Hello, I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I'm not doing a reading. This is just quick. I wanted to just quickly mention another interesting thing about the nanochips, that are in a lot of people now. There's a movie, and before I do that, really quick, let me just address something. Right after I did those other videos earlier in the day, uh, they cut off my Verizon cell phone, my internet, my phone, completely dead, completely gone. Now, number one, somebody at Verizon is gonna get fired and lose their job. Okay? Even if they don't track you down, which they can, because when you work at those call centers, every employee has a certain identification number. So any action that you take in the computer can be traced back to that. But even if it doesn't happen for that, something else is going to happen to you for what you did, because my Verizon cell phone bill, it stays paid way ahead of time, as all my bills do. I prepay all my bills as far ahead as they'll allow me to. That's just how I conduct my business. But anyway, yeah, so it's okay. I do have several phones, as I do guns. So, hey, it is what it is. So there's a movie called The Belkin Experiment, okay? And the movie is about an experiment that was done by some people in the government, wherein they had this office building that was kind of in an isolated area that was not developed yet. And they brought all these people from different races inside the building, and it was it was some type of administrative work that they did there. It wasn't labor, it was white collar. They had different races, and it was an experiment with a chip. Everyone had to work there. Everyone had to get the chip to clock in and out. This was how they did things. And once they got that chip and started their jobs, while they were all at work, the whole building shut down and no one could leave. The metal windows, the doors, everything was locked. The building was rigged where everyone would be locked inside. And it was a huge building, okay? And they started to come on the PA system and announce to everyone that the chip that they placed inside of their head, if they did not do exactly whatever they told them to, that chip would kill them. And to make an example out of them, they activated the chip in someone's head and their head exploded. So they would say, okay, so there are 500 people in the building right now. 22 have to die in the next hour, or we're going to start activating the chips that we put inside of you and blowing your heads up. So everybody, and it was nowhere anyone could run because they all had the chips inside of them. And it was a social experiment. Now, interestingly enough, I've discussed this with a lot of you all before. I told you this nano chip that they use to fight hereditary diseases, help paralyzed people walk. It can also cause you to have a heart attack, an aneurysm, and headaches, and a whole bunch of other negative things they can do to actually cause you a death if you're not in tip-top shape, okay? Or if you're not anointed. So the thing about it is the Spirit is telling me, the Holy Spirit is guiding me and showing me now what they're trying to move towards. And yeah, I'm going to say this. What they're moving towards is trying to give everyone the nano chip. I'm not going to bring up what, because then I'm going to get banned from, YouTube. But you know what. But the goal was to try to get everyone to accept this nano chip in their body. And I think they're moving towards something wherein they'll be able to control most of the population in a way where, hey, you do what I say, or you're going to be on the ground having a seizure or a heart attack, or you won't be a respiratory disease. You won't be able to breathe. That chip is supposed to medically control your body to either heal you or to threaten to kill you. One or the other, okay? So there's a movie, it's called The Belkin Experiment, or the Belgian, I'm sorry, the Belgian experiment. B like boy, E echo, I think it's L like Lima, G like golf, I like igloo, N like Nancy. Belgian, the Belgian experiment. Watch that movie, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, watch that movie and look at what they're doing with these nanochips. They're trying to move things, and I believe they were testing them on the people that they felt were the strongest to see if they would be able to literally take these people out with medical conditions using it, you know. And the problem right now is a lot of people they did this to survived it through this experimental thing. And that's where a lot of this gang stalking is coming from. I don't know if anyone else that had similar experiences to me has had people following them around in Teslas recently with Florida tags. But I've had a lot of people recently with Florida tags following me around, and especially in Teslas. And this has been going on for the last few months, because I'm telling you, it's like free for all at this point. They're moving this country in another direction right now. Things are going to change drastically with how things are governed and controlled. Y'all better be ready for these Hunger Games. I'm trying to tell you what I know. All right, I am QUAN Yin, and I will see you in my next reading. Thank you for listening.